The Toombs County Bulldogs wrapped up their first day of conditioning practice in the gymnasium. That's because halfway through their 2-hour workout, there was lightning in the area, and they had to come indoors. Here's senior Tamon Hampton talking about what the Bulldogs did inside and outside.
We came out, we warmed up first of all, got our legs right. Then we came out, did a couple of sprints. Then we did drills, 2-minute drills to see how fast we can get through it. Then we came out and punted and sprint down to the ball. Then we came in the gym because it started lightning a little bit. And we did sprints and everybody worked hard.
What was tougher, running outside? Seemed like it was even hotter inside.
It was tougher inside because it was hot and everybody was slipping and falling. We didn't have no shoes, but we came in here and got after it.
Another one of the Bulldogs' senior leaders is Gary Terrell.
It was pretty good first day. We still got a lot of work to do. I mean, a lot of guys need to get in shape. Well, all of us really need to get in shape, but we just keep working hard. We'll be there.
Did the older guys try to help the younger guys get through this thing?
Yeah, we got a lot of leaders on this team. I mean, especially the seniors. First of all, we've never been to the playoffs since we've been in high school, so we're trying to change this year around.
Now, you're one of the leaders. How do you lead?
I just try to hype everybody up and just push them along. I mean, if they try to fall down, I try to pick them back up.
Do you also try to lead by example? In other words, you give 100% every time, so they see that and they follow?
Oh, yes, sir. I mean, you can't lead if you don't lead by example.
Brandon Beckham is a junior offensive lineman, and he says there were no surprises to conditioning.
You know, they said, have our heads on right so we can come out and run and, just get in great shape, and I think that's what they did today. They pretty much killed us, but, we just got to look forward towards tomorrow, and like Coach said, just have a good head on our shoulders and just make sure that we just look forward to getting better.
What was the toughest part of the day for you?
I'm probably going to say the long snap and then the 40-yard sprint we had to do and the jog back around and have to do it over and over and over again.
How does that help the team having to fight through something tough this early?
Well, I mean, during the game, you don't have to fight through just the first and second quarter, but then you have 3 and 4 to go, and then, you're just going to have to push through it like, we do at practice. You have to mimic just like a game, so you're just going to have to push.
Could you tell an improved attitude on the first day?
Oh, yes, sir. We definitely, once we got out there, people started, hollering and everything, getting, everybody pumped up, and, it's all contagious. As soon as somebody does it, everybody else is going to do it, and then, we're just going to get a head on our shoulders, and as soon as, the lightning came up, I thought that was going to dampen our spirits, but, we came inside and we pushed ourselves even more, and, we got a good clap up and all that kind of stuff. We just got good pumped up. So
that's what the Bulldogs said about conditioning day. Now, since you weren't there, here's how it sounded in the gym. The wet bulb was kind on Thursday to the Toombs County Bulldog football team. That's the instrument that factors in the temperature and the humidity. It tells the Bulldogs whether or not it's too hot to practice. Well, it wasn't on Thursday. In fact, it was mighty comfortable for a late July day. Offensive lineman J.D. Rogers.
I mean, it was a lot better because you get more field time, and that's just what I needed because I've been on the mat for the past 3 weeks, and, I mean, it feels pretty good to have cleats on and a helmet on again.
I heard you say to somebody you needed some more running to get in shape.
Wrestling shape, football shape, and track shape. It's like every different sport you play, it's all different types of shape. I mean, you just got to, for wrestling, it's a lot of road work, and you just got to keep up your stamina so then you can go all 6 minutes in that period, and then you get a long break. But in football, you just got to go 12 minutes at a time.
When you worked on the offensive line, what was it like to work with Coach Busby?
It's pretty good. He brought a lot of new things to us and helped me a lot on my snapping, like long snaps and regular snaps, and my long snaps gotten a lot better.
When you were working in the chute, what was the general thing that he was emphasizing?
He just wanted to get that first hit. You get that first hit and just maintain it and keep driving your feet throughout the whole play until you blew the whistle, and then you just keep driving no matter what.
One of the most impressive things on Thursday was the punting of Brandon Dowd. He got several of his punts to get up in the air, turn over, and travel between 40 and 50 yards. So how does he do it?
Tell you the truth, I really don't know. All I knew was just get my foot on the ball and it go for me.
There's not something that you can do to get it to go and turn over?
For me, I had to angle the ball for it to go. If I don't angle it, it won't go far.
Were you hitting some really good ones today?
Every now and then I would get them, but it never would go.
I guess you want to do it consistently.
That's what I want to happen, but I'm going to have to work with it more.
Is there a little competition between you and, let's say, Tamon and some of the other guys to really get off a good one?
Yes, sir. Me and Tamon, we fight for the position to get it. We both want the position bad, and it's just hard to get.
I heard you complimented when you guys were in the chute working on the offensive line. Coach Busby gave you some good words. What did you do?
I basically stayed low and kept my feet driving. I never stopped.
While Brandon and the other Bulldog punters were booting the ball downfield, it was up to the speed guys to cover. And one of those running downfield was Mark Terrell.
Well, it was intense, and we was just going through the motions and going full speed at everything we did.
Is there any competition between you guys to be the first one down there when you're doing all that running on kick coverage or punt coverage?
Yes, sir. We try to make everything competition to make us better.
Who was doing well today in that regard? Who was getting down there fast?
Me, Gary Terrell, and Anthony Britt, and Chris Mobley and Jamar Smith. We was all trying to hustle and beat each other down there.
Is it hard to do it? I mean, you did 10 of them one time. Is it hard to do it time after time?
Yes, sir. It's hard to do, but we just got to push through it.
And what do you think your conditioning is like right now after 2 days?
Well, it's better than day one, so we working hard to get better.
The aforementioned Jamar Smith says if you got to do a lot of running, it's better to do it when it's not so hot.
Well, it wasn't bad yesterday. It was actually good, cool, really, the wind blowing, and we just got there and had to get what we got done.
Does that help you give more when it's not so hot?
Yes, sir. The sun really drains, but when it's cool, I mean, you can go out there, do what you got to do, and push yourself to the limit.
All right, after you did all the running, what did y'all do when y'all broke down into groups?
We went to fundies and just went to coaches showing us the really technical stuff and how to get it done.
How would you define how well y'all have done the first 2 days?
We've done pretty good these first few days since we haven't been in shape, really haven't been running that much, but lately we've been doing good. We're getting in shape.
The Toombs County Bulldogs wrapped up their first 3 days of conditioning workouts on Friday morning, and the temperature the whole time stayed below 83 degrees. But still, Chris Mobley says the Bulldogs were able to get in their conditioning.
I think everybody's getting a lot better in shape than when they came in here. And for myself, I think I'm getting in extreme shape for the game, and I think it's going to pay off a lot.
How challenging were the first 3 days?
First day, it was the hardest. After that, everything's been all right because you're getting a lot more better shape.
Do you feel like you've gotten a break in the weather? I mean, Thursday night it was kind of cool, and this morning, Friday, very cool.
It's feeling wonderful, and thank God for the wonderful weather we have.
All right, you're getting to do a little quarterbacking. Tell me about that.
Well, I need to work on keeping my head up there when times get hard and continue what I'm doing, throwing the ball.
What do you think about the team attitude right now?
Team attitude, we coming together more as a team, and I like that.
The last time we talked to James Etheridge was about baseball. He was playing for the East Cobb Patriots, but now he's back in Toombs County playing for the Bulldogs.
I think playing on that baseball made me even more ready to play some football and get back and see my football team. And we're having a good time out here. We're working hard, and I love the enthusiasm we got out here. And
has it tested your endurance and your condition based on the fact that baseball is not the same kind of sport as football?
Oh, definitely. I'm in pretty good shape, but I'm not in shape I need to be. I'm just working hard and trying to be an example to all these guys out here and showing that I can push myself, and maybe everybody else can too.
All right, how about the mechanics of throwing? You threw very well for your team up at East Cobb. How about throwing the football out here, like, for example, today?
It's definitely different, but you have to make a transition. It's not that hard. Just don't think about it and throw it like I always have.
What would you say about the team attitude for 3 days?
Oh, I love it. You got a lot more enthusiasm. Leadership's there. Keep the hype up, and we're gonna have a good season this year, I think. And we just gotta keep that winning attitude. And I'm looking to be a leader for my team by playing and by telling everybody what needs to be done and everything.
On Monday, the Toombs County Bulldog football team went through its 4th conditioning workout. The format was similar, 2 hours slotted 6:30 to 8:30. And Michael Kersey tells you exactly what the Bulldogs did.
We did county fair, just a bunch of circuits that we have to do. Then we did kickoff, and they had to run sprints. And we did punt return, which we had to do sprints again. And then we did some defensive fundamentals.
All right, when you break down into drills, what positions have you been playing?
I've been playing linebacker, punter, wide receiver, and I play on kickoff.
Valente Guerrero is a lineman, and he says for the big guys, conditioning is...
It's been intense. I mean, it's tough, but we got to get through it to get better.
How would you compare your conditioning from the first day when y'all started to today?
Better. If I felt better, more in shape and stuff, ready for it.
All right, what positions have you been slotted at offensively and defensively?
Offensive tackle and nose guard on defense.
What did you do today on defense?
We just went over some plays. Well, went over our techniques and stuff and got everything down.
Sam Wright says the key to doing well in these conditioning workouts is to
give a lot of effort to keep up with the older upperclassmen.
Well, tell me a little about what you've done other than just the running and the conditioning part of football during these first 4 days.
We worked on techniques like...
What do the linebackers do?
Went over the agility pads and form tackled and block protection and stuff like that.